Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. I guess you know that the US troops' presence in Syria is illegal, right? They are considered a violation of international law, which is sovereignty of Syria should not be violated. Well, United States does it with impunity, and these guys are not calling it out. Why? Because we are just, and we are good, and we're exceptional. Got that? Says who? We said it. So what's going on here? United States not only stays over there and takes the oil of Syria and trains future, I guess, ISIS terrorists or something. I don't know exactly what kind of groups they train over there. Obviously, troops that will promote US's economic interests in Syria and in the region. What happens? Well, the American troops are fighting in Syria. Did you know that? Fighting not only with those two little F-15s that bombed an Iranian, what was that, depot or something? No, not only that. They're fighting, and they're fighting with their allies in Syria. Never called, invited by the legitimate government of Syria, of the sovereign country of Syria. Now, imagine, if you agree with that, imagine the Chinese would have troops in the United States of America and will suck dry, I don't know, Alaska of oil or something. All right, here it is. Sputnik, the bad guys, right? Yeah. It is from fierce, as I said, Sputnik, fierce clashes between U.S. forces, Syrian army, underway in Syria's Deir ez-Zor reports. So, the United States is fighting Syria. However you want to turn it, United States is fighting Syria. Did you know United States of America declared war on Syria? On Syrian territory, while being on the Syrian territory. Did you know the United States invaded Syria? Occupies Syria? Destroys Syria? Syrian troops means Syrian military. Branch of the government, military is a branch of the Syrian government, legitimate, mind you, recognized at United Nations. United States forces, troops, military, not recognized in Syria. What's going on here? That is called a war crime. Does United States of America has a mandate to be over there? Does it? The United Nations Security Council voted allowing U.S. to have troops over there? Does it? Only under those circumstances, United States, the troops over there located in Syria are legally located, situated, deployed. So who's committing war crimes? Russia? Okay, maybe they commit as well. Fierce clashes between U.S. forces and the Kurdish-led Syrian Democratic Forces, SDF, Kurdish-led Syrian Democratic Forces on one side, and the Syrian army. So U.S., together with some, some people over there, a group of people within Syria, they fight the Syrian army, the Syrian military, the government. How is that possible? And its allies being probably, Russians and others, invited by Syria. On the other side, have broken out in Deir ez-Zor governorate. What the hell? In eastern Syria. Lebanese broadcaster Al Mayadin reported Thursday, citing a source, and I'm quoting, fierce clashes between American forces and the SDF on one side and the Syrian army and its allies on the other are underway, and various medium caliber weapons, heavy artillery and rockets are being used, the source told the broadcaster. Is it true? Is as true as CNN's reporting, or Fox News, or Wall Street Journal, and others, New York Times, Washington Post, and so on, okay? They have the same authority. Why? Because they all lie, all right? The problem is when these guys lie, these guys say, hey, that's misinformation. When these guys lie, this was the information we had at hand at that moment. Well, you didn't verify it? Well, we can verify each and every piece of information and news. Breaking news. You see, double standard. The source added that US forces and SDF units are fighting from east of the Euphrates River, while the Syrian army and its allies are engaged in clashes from their positions west of the Euphrates. All right, my friends, so this is what's going on. If you didn't know, the United States is engaged in a war there too. The United States is going to be pretty soon involved in at least 4 wars. So one is in Ukraine, however you want to turn it, the United States is involved. Second, if you provide my enemy military intelligence, you have generals, you have weapons, ammunition, you are involved right there. If you don't believe that, if you disagree with that, put yourself in my position and see how you're going to look at that situation. And that's exactly how we're going to look at that situation. That's one. The other one, we're going to have Iran and Syria and Israel. The third one, we're going to have in Far East, and that is Taiwan and North Korea and China. And then we might have in Georgia and Armenia. And then we can have in the Balkans. So going to be 5. I'm waiting. 5, at least 5 we're going to have. And we don't know if the United States will destroy Yemen or not. They are in the process of determining that. I would not be surprised if today or tomorrow you're going to hear some beautiful articles from beautiful free media in the United States of America, or BBC maybe, the trusted BBC, telling us that the United States conducted some airstrikes in the positions of terrorists in Iran-backed or sponsored terrorists in Yemen. Right? I'm waiting. So my friends, this is what's going on in Syria. And we're talking about the Russians' unprovoked attack on Ukraine. And we are over there. They are. So, we still get caught in this kind of we. We're saying we as, because they try to make, when we do something stupid, it's we. When they do something great, it's just you point, it's Biden, it's Gigi, it's Mikey, it's blah, blah, blah. All right? That's how it is. So yes, we are in Syria, not them or they. With what's going on over there? You have the economic interests that have at their fingertips. Why? I guess why? The military-industrial complex. And they use this country's power to promote their interests over there. Someone gets that oil. And it's not only the oil, they want to suck. If Syria would say, yeah, take that oil, God, take it. It's yours. They will be just fine. No problem. But they don't want that. If Syria would have no oil and Israel would not be over there, maybe the United States will maybe not be even in the area. But hey, they need something and they will get it. They will use the military for the interest, which is understandable, but at least say it. Don't pretend you're exceptional and you do garbage. Troops in a sovereign country and you yell and point the fingers at the Russians in Ukraine. Okay, it's a way of saying things. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth and be just.